Hello, calculus students. I'm in my TI-84 emulator, and this video is going to demonstrate the example in our notes, the int function, the integer function, known as the greatest integer function. So I'll just navigate to my y equals, and let's go ahead and put this in here. You cannot use the alpha button and type in int. You're actually going to have to go to math and over to num. And here is the function that we're using, the int, right, number 5. We'll throw the x in there, and then I'm going to do a zoom standard number 6. And then here is our integer function, the step type function. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to change my window settings. -10. Let's just go to -3. How about -3? And we'll go to 3. The y values, we'll go ahead and just make them 3s as well. -3 and 3, and zoom in. Okay, so if I were to just hit trace and move the guy along here, the trace value over here, as x is all these decimals, my y values are all going to be integers. In this case, where in my domain, it's going to be an integer of 0. And as I get closer and closer to x equal to 1, as you can see, 0.86 and 0.9, it's still a y value of 0. And then as I just get on x equal to 1, then I jump up to a y value of 1. And then we just bring the cursor a little. There we go. If I start right here and I'm at 1.59 and I move to the left, so I'm on the right side of 1, and I'm looking at the right side of x approaching 1, and as I approach 1 from the right side, my y value is going to be a 1. Let's keep going to the left here. Let's take a look at these negative values. So if you're at a negative half, negative hobble, and your integer function is going to be a negative, your y value is going to be a -1. And if I continue, as I approach -1 from the left-hand side, or excuse me, from the right-hand side, it's still -1. And if I move over the other side of x is -1 and run it through to the left side of -1, my y values are going to be -2. This is what we call the step function. This is how you can graph it if you have any questions about it. Again, it's in the math and num. Okay, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about was the integer function, how to graph it with the graphing calculator. My next video, I will be in OneNote.